So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall, with that massive 83-inch reach. He'll square off against the juggernaut Joe Joyce. A massive 80-inch reach, 6'6" tall. So much height behind this guy.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world. The juggernaut, Joe Joyce, fights out of London, the United Kingdom. He is an intimidating specimen.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with those shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, and standing at 6 feet 6 inches, here is a British, Commonwealth, International, and European heavyweight champion, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Joe Joyce always swinging for the fences. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. A huge opportunity. Can he cash in? Oh, down goes Joe Joyce. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd always...
Here he comes, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart. You're looking...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd is one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. These 2 were made for each other. That uppercut doesn't get through. That uppercut does not score. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
He takes that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Just misses with that left uppercut. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Only catching air with that hook. Just misses with that uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He blocks the hook. Which fighter will say no mas? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. Good job defending the jab. Missing with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. And there's the bell to start round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
sure if I'd be taunting right now. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. So it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see. On to the fifth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
That counter punch caught him clean. Can't score with that jab. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they...
And now you can get back into it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last.
You switched off completely.
Here we go. It's round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That big hook doesn't land. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nope, that hook won't score. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't want to trade shots. The jab doesn't quite connect. A perfect counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.